Hey guys, Samus Prime here, and today I'm going to be showing you my Five Nights at Freddy's 3 Springtrap. Now this is my third and final animatronic for a little while, and I'm glad I was able to build him because I need a villain, like the main villain in this whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing, which is basically the purple guy, but I don't have any purple pieces, so I couldn't make the purple guy himself, but I was able to make him in his animatronic form, which is Springtrap here. Now, as you can see, he does consist of yellows, tans, and grays. Luckily, I found enough tan and yellow to make up a bit of his suit, and I was able to find enough grays to make his endoskeleton itself. Let's get him off his stand so you guys can get a closer look at his face. Here's his face. You can see I tried to give the illusion of the hanging wires with these joystick pegs, and the missing half ear right up here. You can see this one's a little bit more clean and this one's a bit dirtier. I couldn't find any white eyes, so I just replaced it with transparent blue eyes, and his jaw is still the same color. I used a different technique for his body for this one, because this is like a toy animatronic like body, because they're more thin and taller. For reasoning, just let me yes, get up here. Get up here, Springtrap. There we go. For a comparison, let's bring in basically an old animatronic mold, such as of Foxy here. Just bring him in. You can see Springtrap does stand taller than Foxy, and he's also a lot skinnier, which is what the toy animatronics are supposed to be like. And I think this actually is pretty good scale, if you ask me. I mean, we never really seen a toy animatronic and a normal animatronic up side by side. But I imagine the toy animatronics being a little bit taller than the old-fashioned animatronics. So yeah, there's that. And for another comparison, let's bring in the Mangle. She's a pain to get off her base. There we are. Here's the Mangle. She sits a buttload shorter than him, which is obvious. Because, well, it's the Mangle. What do you expect? Bring her out of the way. And, yeah, so articulation for Springtrap. His head is on a ball joint, so he has good range of motion. His jaws can open up. And his bunny ears, this one only has a simple pivot, while this one has pivots at 2 points at the ear, which is nice. Each of his dangling wires have a little bit of a movement. His arms, since they're plugged in like this, don't really go forward or back that much, but they can, like a slight bit. His arm can go a full 360. It can bend at the elbow and rotate at the forearms, and he has full finger articulation, which is nice. He has a waist joint that can go a full 360. It's a bit loose because it's actually connected on one of these longer pegs, and actually has one of these little round pieces to emulate the bit of endoskeleton that's showing in the very bottom, but going back on the articulation. He has a standard hip movement, goes forward and back. He bends not really 90 degrees at the knee because of this new joint I gave him, and he does have a foot pivot. So not bad articulation indeed. I wouldn't say he's the most articulated out of the bunch. I would have to say Foxy would probably be the most articulated. And, yeah, for detail, you can see I tried to give him a little bit of the game, but I wanted to add in a few of my little details in there, too. Like, for example, this part of the arm. Like, the whole chunk of the arm, sorry. The camera's being a little butthole. The whole, this whole part of the arm, I always thought it was just endoskeleton, but then I saw a picture, and it also had some armor, but I couldn't find any more of these pieces, so I just had to deal with the endoskeleton. I got these pieces here to emulate the cut fully down there. The full out, here, let me give you guys a closer look. The full endoskeleton showing right here. Down here, this is where you can still see like his suit, but down here is his full endoskeleton feet and ankles. And you can see his endoskeleton arm showing. Yeah, he's mostly endoskeleton and busted up pieces. And you're probably wondering, what is this little transparent yellow piece? That's just completely random. Well, I wanted to emulate the purple guy part of him as well, so I decided to add in the purple guy's badge. And I know it's not accurate to the game, but, you know, I kind of like it, and I think it looks nice. What else? Oh yeah, his display base isn't really much a joy. It's just a broken down old display base, which I think matches him very well. And yeah, that's about it. But I don't want to make this video too short, so I actually upgraded my old animatronics. I made them look a little bit more accurate, so let's bring in the Mangle so you can actually see her. Sorry, my camera's being a little butt. You can see, actually replaced her cheeks. They're no longer red. They're now yellow. I mean, not yellow, pink. She has a little bit more wires and stuff. I added this tubing right here. More vents and stuff. And she has, like, jutting out pieces now. And, yeah, I think she looks a little bit better now. Because she has more wires and stuff. And, like, circuitry and stuff like that. So that's nice. I like it. And bringing out Foxy, who I probably did the most on. Here's Foxy. You can see I added in more definition to his ears. I gave him these little slow pieces. His arms are now full. I got rid of the vents down here and added this little red piece. His hook is actually a hook now. And going back to his articulation, his hook can actually now move at this part, which is nice. Nothing really at the feet. Going to his back, nothing really big on his back either. I mostly just did the upgrade to his head, his chest, and his shoulders and hands. So, now Foxy is all groovy. And now he can actually stand up on himself without display base, which is nice. Bringing back in Springtrap on his display base. Here's the main three, and Mangle's just not watching you guys right now, and there goes Foxy. Dang it, Mangle, why do you always have to trip people up? Here's the three I made, and the three are not going to be destroyed forever. They're going to be stuck like this forever, just like in the games. And yeah, I actually organized this of how I displayed them, and actually what's ironic is I made one character per game, because Foxy's from the first game, Mangle's from the second game, and Springtrap is from the third game. But that also means I have very low pieces to make these animatronics now, because Springtrap took up the rest of my joints, so I can't make any more animatronics right now. But I think these three will make great stand-ins for right now until I can build the rest of the cast. I'm probably not going to do that ear technique for Bonnie, or Toy Bonnie. Maybe I'll do it for Toy Bonnie, but I'm going to use a different ear technique for normal Bonnie. I'm not going to make the withered animatronics, because that'll just be I mean, I can make, like, upgrade kits if you guys want. Like, I can just take the old figures and just make them look all withered and stuff if you guys want that. But, yeah. I think my characters came out really nice. I like them. But it's all up to you guys. Do you like them? And if you want, I can put down a video showing you guys how to build these, starting one by one with the easiest to the hardest. The easiest would have to obviously be Mangle, and the hardest would have to be Springtrap. But, yeah. So, that's all I gotta say. What you guys think? Leave a comment down below and subscribe for more. And remember, tell everyone. Bye!